Samsung just made a probably most expensive phone of the year, Galaxy S26 Ultra, and still did not include a charger in the box. But there's one feature that has never existed in a smartphone in history. Does it justify the price, or the buyers of flagship phones, ultra flagship phones, don't really care? Let's find out together, and I hope you can support this video by hitting like and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you. I think the absolutely worst thing, and I even heard from one owner of Galaxy S26, is how this works. When you put it on the table, it shakes a little. When you put anything else, it doesn't shake. And even if you press it somewhere, it's not as bad. Back in February, I was privileged to be part of NDA session where Samsung showed us this smartphone before the global announcement. And the first thing I've noticed is how big but still lightweight it is. I mean, it probably is the same weight as my Ultra iPhone, Ultra 14 Pro Max iPhone. But this one is smaller, and this one feels lighter than this one. Probably was the first thing I've noticed, just because I just used to the fact that Samsung provides peak design in their flagship phones. I would even say peak everything. This year, Samsung ditched the titanium frame from S24 and S25 Ultra and went back to aluminum, specifically Armor Aluminum 3. The phone weighs 214 grams and measures 7.9 millimeters thin. The slimmest Ultra ever made. Here. Not here, obviously. Front and back protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2. Color options are black, cobalt violet, sky blue, and white. Plus silver shadow and pink gold exclusively on Samsung's website. Oh, and it's IP68 water resistant. Display is 6.9 inches. Quad HD Plus resolution, which is 3120 by 1440 pixels. Dynamic LTPO AMOLED 2X panel with adaptive refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz with a peak brightness of 2600 nits. And here's the headline feature of this display: privacy screen built in. For the first time ever on a smartphone, Samsung built in a privacy function into display directly into the panel. And if you're not familiar with the technology, you used to and probably still can buy a protective glass that has an effect that if you change the angle and you're not looking directly into the screen but looking like from the side, you can't see a thing. I used to put this kind of private screens on my phones all the time, just because I'm kind of anxious that somebody's gonna watch what you're looking at your phone, especially in public places. But I stopped just because there's no way you can show your friends or your spouse something on your phone. Hey, check this out. This is a very funny video or a very funny reel, and there's practically no way you can both watch it. That's how bad or how private those screens are. So now you can turn it on and turn it off. You can trigger it manually or automatically for specific apps, when you type a password or when the notification comes in. All right, moving on to tech specs. Processor Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy by Qualcomm. And this matters. Unlike the base S26 and S26 Plus, which ships with Exynos 2600 in many markets, the Ultra runs on a Snapdragon worldwide. So if you're buying Ultra, you know exactly what you're getting under the hood. Built on a 3nm processor with upgraded CPU, GPU, and NPU cores. RAM is LPDDR5X. Storage is UFS 4.1. In real use, zero lag in multitasking, and demanding games with ray tracing on run smoothly. I think it's interesting that the phone isn't even slightly warm after 20-minute session in Diablo Immortals. Samsung also improves the thermal management system. Cameras, lots of numbers here, but let me focus on what actually matters. Main camera, 200 megapixels, f1.4 aperture, compared to S25 Ultra, where it was f1.7. That's 47% more light hitting the sensor. You will notice it in low light conditions. Ultra wide 50 megapixel, 3x telephoto 10 megapixel, and the 5x periscope telephoto 50 megapixel. megapixel. Now using Samsung's new ALOP mechanism, all lenses on a prism instead of traditional periscope design. Front camera 12 megapixel with improved skin tone and hair texture processing. And the zoom camera goes up to 100x via space zoom with AI stabilization. You also getting a new function called something super steady with horizontal lock. If you press record and then all of a sudden you decided to rotate your phone, or it's so unstable and so like you're flying with it on a snowboard or something, then you can have a video like this. I remind you that I turned a phone 360 degrees and the video is still horizontal. On the software side, Galaxy AI gets a solid set of upgrades. Photo Assist can now add objects to photos, not just remove them. Creative Studio generates stickers, wallpapers, and images from the text prompt. Audio Eraser now works inside YouTube, Netflix, and Instagram. Now Nudge proactively suggests actions based on your conversation context. Battery is 5000 mAh, same capacity as last year, but the charging speed got real upgrade, 65 watts wired in comparison to 45 last year. Samsung claims that you can charge this phone from 0 to 75% in 30 minutes. Wireless charging is 15 watt and reverse wireless charging is also supported, but you need to turn it on. But like I said, charger is not in the box because Samsung cares about environment or profit, probably both at the same time. You still get S Pen for the fans, but make sure you're not putting it the other way around because you're gonna have a little nudge over here. In terms of software, you get Android 16 and One UI 8.5. Samsung promises 7 years of OS and security updates, which means you will your phone will outdate in 2033. So where does this all land? S26 Ultra is evolution, not a revolution. Except the privacy screen thing. You gotta appreciate that finally in 2026 we have at least some innovation in anywhere. At least somebody did something new and it's pretty cool. But overall it's consistent evolution. Wider aperture, faster charging, slimmer body, and the best screen on the market in my opinion. It is just amazing to look at it. In my opinion, if you're rocking S24 Ultra, then there's probably enough reason to upgrade. If you're on S25 Ultra, you just have to wait. And if you're an iPhone user that just stumbled upon this video, welcome to Android. We have a pen in the phone, a privacy screen built in, and no charger in the box. Help yourself and feel like home.